Hello YouTube. Bought two sets of Xiaomi Piston 2 earbuds on eBay. These are fake and these are legit. So right off the bat, you can see that the packaging on the legit ones is different than the fakes, and on the bottom it is the same way. The cardboard on the legit ones is much thicker than the fakes. Also, the packaging is, kind of crumpled and stuff on the fake ones. Came that way. When I opened them up, the legit ones came in a plastic bag, big deal, and the fakes did not. Also, you'll notice on the legit packaging, there's these two diagrams over here on either side showing you the remotes, buttons, what they do. I can't read Chinese or Mandarin or whatever this is. Also, there's this thing in here that talks about what they are too, and what the different wires are. And there's this winding diagram in the middle and a QR code in the bottom and something about their website and various other things on here. And on the fake one, you have the winding diagram across the center and a QR code in the bottom and that same kind of little diagram at the top. So anyway, different stuff on the fakes than on the legits. So anyway, fake on the left, legit on the right. Let me take the legits out. Okay, just hold them in your hand. The boxes, they feel the same, but the legit one is significantly heavier than the fakes. The fakes have this UPC code on them on the bottom. Let me flip this over. If you notice, it says 11 grams, it says 12 grams. The legit ones are a little heavier than the fakes. If you look at this picture closely, you can see that there are several differences between the label where things are in different places. They both say Xiaomi on them, but these ones are definitely fake. The sound quality is terrible. They make this crackling noise, kind of goes in your ears when you move your mouth or you talk or you yawn or chew or just stick the headphones in your ears, anything. They just make this noise all the time. The only way they work at all is if you're just completely still and don't do anything. And then they're flat and they don't have very good bass response and no high ends. They're just really crappy speaker coils inside. So let's open these things up. All right, the box itself, they feel very similar. The tops and the bottoms, they all fit together because they are effectively the same thing. The legit one, again on the right, it weighs significantly more than the fakes on the left. And the reason why is because this rubber piece is much thicker and it's not hollow inside. This whole backside on the fake one here, this is all just hollow inside here. And on the legit one, this is just all solid inside. Otherwise, they look and feel virtually identical. Slight color difference. They smell like rubber. I've heard people talking about they have a chocolatey smell. Yeah, I'm not getting that. On the fakes, you'll notice they have these little symbols inside here, whereas the legit ones, let me turn this over, it says small, medium, and large underneath here, and there's also this little metal clip. If you look at the ear cushions, there are differences with those as well. You'll notice the inside diameter here on the fakes is much smaller than the inside diameter on the legit ones. Also, if you'll notice, these largest sizes here have like 3 levels in them. And they have this middle size here that's got 2 levels on the fakes, and then the largest one is just, one size. Anyway, there's little differences like that in the ear covers. So let's actually look at the actual headphones. These are the fakes. I can pick them apart right away just by feeling the earbuds in my hand, or or by holding the rubber pieces, whatever. Now that I've had both, I can tell you the two of them very quickly. Because there are significant differences between them. Alright, so let me unwind this real quick. Okay, set that aside. Let me get the legit ones out. The legit ones, they look and feel, or rather the fakes look and feel just like the headphones in your hand. They feel exactly the same. They're very difficult to say which one is the fake and which one's the real without knowing the details to look for. So anyway, right here, the rubber piece in the legit one is much heavier than the fake one because this is all hollow inside and the rubber itself is like half the thickness. Alright, so these are the legit ones, and let me hold these up, and the fakes on the left. Okay, if you look inside, you can see that the opening inside the rubber covers is much smaller on the fakes. They're just nowhere near the same thing. Not when you really know what you're looking at. Also, on the fakes. Let me pull a legit one off too. All right, if you look at the little piece that goes inside your ear, you'll notice that the diameter over here on the legit one is much larger than the fake. Also, this piece here is silver and this is plastic, and on the legit one, this is all anodized aluminum right here. This top little piece right here. If you look at them from the sides and the back, they look virtually identical. Now there's one other thing too. On the legit Pistons, it says L right here, that's the left side, and right here it says MI. I'm going to pull the right hand one up, and it says MI, this is the legit one, and it says R right there. As you can see, it's like the larger diameter. Okay, and if I look at the same thing on the Xiaomi, this is the right hand, or the right ear, there's nothing. There's just this little tiny band right here. So little differences between them. All right, so the next thing to look at is the remote sections. So the remotes right here, again, the fake is on top and the legit's on the bottom. The microphone hole is a little tiny bigger than it is on the fake. I'm not going to show you this, but these buttons, they pop out really pretty easily. All you need is like a razor blade or something, or a knife, and you can stick it right on the edge of this thing and they'll pop right out. But underneath, this is a little dome button in here. It's a low quality switch, and in here it's got a discrete component that's soldered to the board. This one just has a piece of clear tape sticking the dome switch down to the top of the circuit board. Also, the next thing is the fake is on top again. You'll notice that this is cloth going to the earbuds, and this is rubber. This cloth, every time you move, the cloth rubs against your clothing and it makes all this noise in your ears. It's just terrible. It totally destroys all the music quality that you could possibly have. Also, the sound canceling, the outside noise canceling of the fakes is atrocious. I've never seen headphones that do such a poor job of blocking outside noise. They just don't do the job at all. The legit ones, on the other hand, you put these things in your ears and it's like having foam earplugs in your ears. All you hear is the music and you hear loud noises. That's it. But normal talking, things like that, is completely blocked out. These legitimate ones, they do an excellent job. All right, the last thing to look at is the connectors. All right, the connectors are identical. There is virtually no difference. And the same thing for the cords going up. Cords are the same for both of them, with one exception. The legit ones have this little QR code tag on them, and the fakes have nothing. So absolutely nothing all the way up. So that's it, guys. Now you know how to tell the difference between a legit Xiaomi and a fake. The pictures that most folks post up for the fakes are going to be the legit pictures. So the only way you're going to be sure is by asking them questions. You know, stuff like this. Look at the ends of the little stem that goes inside your ear. Is it this larger diameter or smaller diameter? Is this silver, or is it not electroplated, but anodized aluminum? Things like that. Look for the little tiny L and R and the MI on the little rubber piece that goes inside your ear. There's little telltales like that. And of course, if you really want to get technical about it, if you look at this is the fake. The buttons are kind of wobbly. They don't line up very well. They're just kind of like sitting in there flopping around. And this is the legit one. Oh, I'm sorry, I had it backwards. This is the fake right here. Notice how the buttons like wobble around? Yeah, they just don't stay in place very good. Whereas this is the legit one. Sorry about that, I had it backwards. The buttons have a little bit of wobble in them, but they sit pretty flat. As far as feel is concerned, when you push the little buttons, they feel about the same. You can't really tell just by clicking a button whether you got a fake or not. But the fakes wobble around. Yeah, there you go. See, like that. See how the button's like sticking out crooked? I mean, the fakes are just crap. Whereas the legitimate ones, I mean, I can push on the side and it wobbles a little tiny bit, but it doesn't like pop out of place. It stays in place. And anyway, that's the difference between the fakes and the real. Good luck.